Dominic here. I consider myself to be a music composer, and this is continuing my vlog, my second entry. And I just briefly want to talk about organising your work. And as you can see here, I have an admin folder in which there are a number of folders, each one dedicated to a different film genre. So I've got action sequence, tracks, and historical, mystic dream, romantic sex, sentimental family pictures, spectacle, suspense, horror, tragic, poignant, and travel movies as well. And also whimsical and comic, which I put together there. And so what you have, basically, if I open up one of these, which let us say the romantic folder here, and you'll see I have a number of different folders in each of the sort of film genre folders. Basically, I have a polishing folder, which is really just stuff that you can actually that is on its way to being mastered, and it's in a good state of progress. Then you have like the actual mastering tracks themselves, which are ready to be mastered. Editing, for example, I've got a number of tracks there which need a lot of development and editing before they get to the sort of polishing stage. And then here I've got to develop. This is kind of a notebook area, and you'll notice I've actually starred them. So 5 stars is really of immediate consideration. So these are kind of ready to be developed, and for each of them I've got some notes attached, as well as the reason file .rms means it's a reason file. It's actually an old, that's reason 5, and what you have to do there is you have to open it with reason 7.1, because I actually haven't deleted the old reason version 5 for various technical reasons. So there you have it. And 4 stars is like good. A 3 is a good backup. 2 is like if I've got enough time, and 1 is basically if I'm ever really stuck, or if I'm kind of like a bit more experienced in resurrecting the dead, because these are pretty dead. The ones in here, like they're pretty rubbish. But as Neil Haydock commented on his website, neilhaydock.com, basically you have to recycle everything, and you have to keep everything on file and use everything. And basically the ones that are 3 star, which are quite a lot here, they are sort of a good backup. But they do need a lot of work done to them. Either they are just sort of literally like 8 bars long, just one theme or one idea, or more importantly, they're just a loop with no development, and they're not sort of going anywhere, just kind of a loop of music. And that's kind of hard for me to develop, really. So they were going to 3 stars. If I've got enough time, I will have a look. But 5 stars is one to go for. So when they've come out of 5 stars, they go into the editing, and they move up the ranking until finally they get to the mastering. I've got nothing in mastering at all at the moment for the romantic film genre. So you have to keep working basically on development, editing, and polishing. You have to keep working on these. Keep moving your projects into this mastering, the golden folder, if you like, and really. And then if anything comes up, a film comes up, you can take either material from the mastering folder, which is already sort of done, you treat this like it is a sort of library, as it were. But probably what you would do is actually look in polishing or editing. I'd look here in these 2 first to see if there's anything that has a broad theme which might correspond to the film project that I'm actually on. And whether I could actually adapt, if it's a polishing folder, could I adapt the music to the film, or could I actually sort of go into the in-depth sort of stage of the piece and edit it from there, or I might come to this developer folder and actually look at the 5 star one and say that that's a really good theme I've got there. I'm actually going to edit and polish and master from this particular, from one of these here, like, and then basically this is a kind of romance theme state of play. It's in quite a healthy state. I got a lot of tracks, quite a lot of material for editing, number of 5-star development projects, as well as a healthy number of 4-star, and a lot of 3-star, crowding out anything less than that. Probably afford to be quite complacent with ski, with much aerial weighting. What? Predictive text. Basically, but you do have to keep at it. It actually can't really afford to be complacent. You have to keep working on all these, pushing them up the rankings, ready for use in a film project. Because the one thing that you will find when you're film composing is that they give you very, very short lead times to actually compose your piece. Sometimes they give you a week, sometimes 3 weeks, usually a month if you're very lucky, and which isn't very long, I can tell you that. But sometimes you can be on the ground. Sometimes you're part of the you're actually part of the crew from the beginning, which is really nice, because then you can come to something which is like in quite a sort of bad state of development, like something for here, for example, and then you can actually use a theme from there, and they've got notes there: bass and rhythmic chord study with bass sometimes out of time. Oh dear. You see, that's a lot of work then to do, which sometimes is okay, but mostly not. Airy, charming, sweet, with a hint of tragedy to it, quite romantic. Resolution music used. Strong melody line over, but this is out of time too. So you see, but it's so nice, it's probably worth doing something with, tightening the timing and correcting these issues. Nothing wrong with the harmonies or even dynamics, although these could be improved. So I've got something kind of fairly solid to work on, and if I like the theme and the theme happened to go with the film, then I would jump on this folder and open this file and take it from there. So at the moment, what I'm actually doing is just going through all these folders that you see here, and putting them all into 5-star. And the next one is like Sentimental Family. So that's basically just a little brief look at how you organise your work and how you keep the workflow going, and how you keep yourself in readiness for that phone call from the film director that says, I want something in 3 weeks or a week to go with my project. So thank you very much for watching.